We are live. We're gonna do this right. Is Black History Month. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know we had to come in right. It's we in the month of February, but Black History Month is always every day, all day, 365 days a year.
Absolutely.
But
Which when
but
you right.
we had to do it and do it right. Wakanda. But but today we are here for another reason. But before we get started, make sure that if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. If you haven't been follow us on Instagram, we are at TDF _entertainment. If you ain't follow us on Facebook, make sure you follow us at Them Damn Fools.
That we are.
I know, right? But make sure you share it, like it, share it with a friend, because I know this topic, your friend might need to hear this time.
Share with everybody.
I know, right? Let me make sure I do something. But yeah, make sure you share it with your friends. We're gonna have a good time talking about it. If you feel like you got something to say, make sure you leave it in the comments section and let us know how you feel. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is how I'm gonna feel.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck.
Tell you right now, we ain't playing tonight. Cause that's how
No
we
half
feeling.
stepping. Put your big boy drawers on tonight.
Oh yeah. Tell the kids to go to bed tonight, cause it's about to get real. Cause guess what?
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck.
Just like the title said, when does the healing begin? But
Boy,
we're gonna start this off kind of. We're gonna start out kind of right, and what is healing, y'all? What is healing?
That's a
man,
good question.
healing is when you can encounter bigger and new situations without dragging your past hurts and scars into the battle. Because it's like for real, it's like people don't realize that unhealed traumas, unaddressed traumas, they can affect you in ways that you never will really be able to understand until you can really sit yourself down in a quiet place and reflect and think about the situations and how they went, and be able to be mature enough to understand, like, well, damn, you know what, at the end of the day, I may have fumbled that one because some shit that I haven't gotten over. It's like until you reach that point of realization that some of the things you need to get over versus, oh well, I never forget. No, I mean it's okay to never forget, but you got to get over that shit. It's a difference, you know what I'm saying? And if you unhealed from it, you shield yourself from things, from opportunities, from potential relationships, not even just a love life type of relationship, business relationships, just because of things that you've encountered in the past and you haven't healed or addressed them. So healing is imperative to your health mainly and your success if you want to be technical.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I did
I
kind of,
I think you hit
my
the
bad.
nail on the doorknob on this one,
Not the doorknob.
Man, now you gotta nail that
cause
shit shut. I feel what he's saying.
cause you gotta think about it. Healing goes so many different ways. Like we healing from a relationship, we healing from death, we just healing from anything that we go through.
Facts.
Because you gotta think about it. healing is a big part of life.
Yeah.
Cause if we don't heal, we gonna sign. It's gonna be a good depression hit from depression.
You you kind of block yourself from being able to go further in life because just know, like, yeah, if you're afraid of it happening again, oh, it's gonna happen again. That's life. It's like you
Cause
just know how to better handle it or how to maneuver around it when things start feeling familiar.
just like a job. Cause guess what? You get fired from a job or you lose a job. You gotta heal from that. You gotta make sure you tell yourself, "Hey, I'm gonna just get my back and keep going."
I mean, you
What
might
you gonna do? Be like,
might need to
damn it,
take that
I
breather.
wasn't good enough. I wasn't good
Hey,
enough. No,
hey,
Fucking damn it.
they wasn't good
hey,
enough for you because really they paying you how much they think you're worth anyway. So
you right.
it's
You
like
right.
go find another camp to trench it out with until you able to put yourself in a situation so that can't nobody put a value on your worth.
You right about that. Cause sometimes we gotta when you do stuff on your own, it's like, do you have the confidence to keep going? And that's the part of the process of the healing process. Keeping pushing on your dreams.
Absolutely. It's like it's all gas, no brakes. Like, man, rearview mirror ain't even in this bitch. What's the
You right about
reverse?
that. You right about that. Cause
Mm.
guess what? No matter what, you gotta heal through something.
And you know what irks the fuck out of me is like the things when people go through some things and they say, "Oh no, I was scarred from that once." It's not scarring. It was a lesson that needs to be learned, or it was an obstacle that you need to go through so that you can obtain the knowledge, so that you can continue going forward.
You
It's
right about
like it's no such thing as bad luck for real. There's no such thing as oh man, man, it's just like, man, nothing just goes my way. No, that's because you're not speaking what you want into
life.
existence loud enough or clear enough. You're getting
You right.
And,
distracted.
and then
Trouble.
too, a lesson unlearned gonna repeat itself. If you don't learn from the mistakes and things that's going on, it's gonna come back at you.
Hmm.
Hey,
But
like
sometimes
Martin
that
Luther
learning
King.
experience is what you need.
Hey,
It
like
might not
Martin
be
Luther King
easy,
said it.
but
Hell yeah.
That's the
It's
biggest
like, man,
thing. Does it ever be easy?
nah.
some people being broke up today and be in a new relationship tomorrow. They ain't healed
Yeah.
from it, so they gonna damage that person. So
Had to heal from the
if they
first
wanna
one. Cause
if they wanna build on something or have something, they gotta let go of the past. Long as you holding on to that hurt, you gonna damage that person.
mm, let's see.
And
Best
then
of the best advice I
mm,
received about healing, you have to realize that life is unfair and sometimes the bad guy win. Ain't that the truth?
man, that's
I
real.
like that. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Miss Maria.
Yeah, that's definitely real.
Cause, Cause life is sure gonna be unfair. And that's with anything dealing with healing. Shoot.
Yeah, gonna have everything gonna have its ups and downs, but it's in how you react to it. It's in your actions after that hurt. Do you sit there and you woulda, coulda, shoulda? Do you soak in it, or do you boss up and you shake back from it and know that you can do better and fix the things that you can fix about yourself? Sometimes trying to fix
But
the other person is what got you in that situation.
but
Yeah.
it's like for real, you have in order to get to that level of understanding, you got to get past the whole healing debacle first. Because with that situation, it's like you're more on the lines of trying to stay out of your own way at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's more progressed than healing. If a person isn't healed, they're not going to understand how you need to get out of your own way on certain things. You know, it took me a while. I ain't gonna lie. It took me till I was 40. No bullshit. The way that I completely the way that I healed from a lot of things was just taking time to myself. I was actually in a strip club. It was on my birthday, on my 40th birthday. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, typical man in a strip club enjoying himself with ass all around, throwing money. It's like, man, I'm sitting there having a fucking awakening in life and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing here? It's like, you know, I got so many other things I need to be doing with my time and my money than sitting here. I can watch ass all up and down social media. You know what I'm saying?
You
Let
right
me
about
get
that.
to it. Let me get my mind right. I was in my own way. And the only way I was able to see that was, man, when I healed from the things that I need to heal from. And truthfully, you ain't gonna be able to heal from everything. Like, as far as like most people go after closure, they want to go hunt the person down. They keep stalking them and keep wanting to fucking like go after them to get some closure. Look, the closure was when they stopped fucking with you the way that they once did. The closure is once their behavior, their attitude, their energy towards you changed. That's all the closure you need. And then once they start putting the action behind what that manifestation is, man, you need to go ahead and move on. Start working on yourself.
I
Build yourself back better. So the next situation can be successful. You learn some things from this. Apply what you learned.
I agree. Mr. Moonwalker, Skywalker's trash talker, you got anything to say on what is healing?
Mr. Moon Rocks.
He probably trying to heal now.
So why we wait for Mr. Moonwalker, Skywalker, trash talker, cowboy walker? We're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next question, and that is, what will stop you from healing?
Mm.
Holding
Wrong
on to the
circle.
bullshit that hurt you.
The wrong circle.
Listening to friends that ain't got nothing going for themselves.
Listening to
That's I
friends
feel like
that
that,
can't even spell healed.
listening to friends that never been through what you've been through.
Listen to
Hmm.
friends who probably are the reason you in that situation. Had you not
Facts.
listened to Lil Susie Ray,
Ding 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 ding.
Not
I've
the
heard of some.
mama.
I've heard of some people becoming single because they listen to their friends and then use those same friends to heal. It's not gonna
That be
work,
the
okay,
sis.
same
who kind of people
same
in your
friends that
corner
are damaged they
arguing?
doggone self.
They don't
You
actually
do
be rooting
better.
for you.
You do better going to church and giving an offering.
Sure, you trying to somebody finna lay hands. Keep playing.
Hey man,
But still though, cause you gotta think about it. You got people that supposed to have you back that don't have you back.
true.
You got family members that said they got your
Man,
back, but really don't be the main ones talking about you.
hey, look, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother
And
day.
then you got those onlookers that's looking and waiting on you to fail at any and everything you do, whether it's a relationship,
Yeah,
whether it's the slightest of things. They used to be
those are
your
the
friend,
ones
could be
that
your friend or whatever, but they rule against you
those
the
are
whole
the
time.
those are the ones that's borderline jealous, borderline envious, borderline in competition with you, and you don't know which one to
Borderline.
Yep.
really put your finger on.
You don't put your finger on nothing. You just distance yourself from 'em. Cause sometimes silence is the answer.
True.
Yeah.
Cause
Also,
like you said about the whole closure thing, people be wanting closure. The closure is in the action. Whatever that person did to you, that they act in itself like you said is enough to get head on and go. I mean to get up and go ahead on and keep moving.
Sometimes it
cause
ain't even what you think. It's like sometimes it's like that person might need. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thing. It's like it's weird because some people think too deeply into things. Like, you know, I had somebody get upset with me because I was going through it a little bit. So I kind of fell back and got to my shit. Man, this person who is a male, you know what I'm saying, bagged away to the point of like blocking me on social media, like wasn't caught. Like, damn, bro, for real, I ain't even noticed, dog, for real. Like, I'm a dude, I'm a grown ass man. Like, I ain't noticed that you blocked me, bro. I just thought you stopped posting shit for a couple of days. It's like I ain't noticed that you hadn't really talked to me because I was busy taking care of my shit. It's like, but then it's like, oh man, I saw that. I see that we back cool, so I'm gonna send your friend request again. Nah, bro, I ain't without that shit. That's the
You
closure
stay
I
over
need.
there where you was.
You right about that?
Yeah, you voluntarily jumped over there, man.
So
Hey, we ain't
stay
finna
over
do
there.
this.
I can tell you another
Exactly.
thing that would stop you from healing yourself,
Get out of your own way.
because I don't know how many times we done stopped our own self from healing, even like with work. Like, did you hear from your coworker talking about you? The main coworker that said they got your back, that is your friend. Y'all been doing everything together, but end up being a two-faced person.
That's
Like,
why you gotta be careful who you call your friend, number one. And number two, if it ain't fucking feeding no financing me, I don't give a fuck.
Man, I
you
ain't
right
gonna
about
lie.
that?
I'm the most helpful, mean ass coworker you ever want to meet. Like, I ain't gonna talk
I'm
to y'all. Y'all could be standing there joking. I'm gonna walk right past y'all. I'm not here for all that. I'm here for the work, get my fucking money, and get the fuck on. If you need my help, I'm gonna help you though, because man, that's teamwork. We on the same
yeah.
team. I don't dislike you, but I'm not here for the
I
same
just
purpose that you're here for. I don't need no friends. You know what I'm saying? I got my pick of my friends.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck 'em.
that's how I feel.
Exactly.
I ain't never met a person that
Exactly.
died from not having friends.
Man,
That's a
listen.
new
Hey,
disease, huh?
Hell
but
no.
but dude is mean
What?
though.
Who said that?
I gotta find out who said that for real.
How?
I gotta find
Why
out.
would you even like? Wow, that's. I feel attacked. I am not mean. I'm just not the friendliest person in the world. I'm not
Uh,
shy. I don't have issues meeting people. I don't feel like putting up with everybody's weird ass energies and unhealed tendencies. It's like fuck all that. It's
Damn,
like that
true.
ain't
I ain't
my
gonna say
burden. That ain't my burden to carry no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got my
that's
own
the,
shit that I need to carry. You deal with that.
hey,
Now, if you working towards this, you're coachable. Yeah, we can talk every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Or we can go forward with building a friendship. But man, if you ain't even begin, man, hell no. Fuck home.
but guess what
Destroy
though?
yourself.
Your friends be the main one that can get you killed too.
Exactly. Now be damned.
Shoot, cause they can destroy you mentally and physically. More mentally though, because they including family members, cause they see you going through stuff, and you would think they would be your biggest supporters, biggest person. Be like, hey, you got to keep on. I ain't finna let you go down like that. I haven't seen you gone down, and I'm not about to start letting you go down from that hurt that you're going through.
A lot of times when those situations arise, when you need people and stuff like that, they ain't there for you. Then they get in their feelings because you don't drop everything for them at the drop of a hat or the slightest thing. I'm gonna applaud myself. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. It is what it is. My triumphs might not be major, but every little thing that you overcome and you learn about yourself and you outgrow is an accomplishment. So
But
we,
you
we basically need to start celebrating ourselves more and giving ourselves more credit for the stuff that we do overcome.
But you know that's
Right.
touching on another level as well because you got to have a certain level of self love and self respect to even
Yeah.
to get to that point too, because and that goes back to healing as well. Most people that are not healed don't see the value in themselves, don't see what everybody else see, don't see the level of respect that most people are given to them just off of principle. You know what I'm saying? The level of love that everybody is giving them. They're like, oh man, I don't know why people like me. What the fuck you mean? Like, bro, how can you not see it? Like, you naturally are a warm person that's even my mean ass. You know what I'm saying? Opening up to you and you know what I'm saying, actually being cool with you. I don't even know you. You know, it's like you need to see this in yourself. This is important because this is how you open yourself up to be manipulated too. It's like, man,
Easy.
not wanting to draw that line because of why you haven't healed. You think this is okay. It's okay to be mean in certain instances, not to everybody,
Shit, I
but
wish I would have been mean to a lot of people.
I know that's right. It's our favorite friend. Hi.
yo,
Who is that? Officer
yo,
Friendly?
yo,
You know, our usual
uh,
favorite friend from all the way from the south.
South America, Guyana in
Mm-hmm.
the house.
Way down yonder.
We don't went
So yeah,
international, but we think, but yeah,
yeah, we
what
trying to
else
get there.
can stop us? Yeah, what else can just stop us from healing besides ourselves, our friends, our family, co-workers?
Bury,
What?
burying yourself in other tasks to try to distract yourself from the hurt.
There you go. There you go. Right there.
Because most people
Right there.
kick up working, they'll take on extra tasks, they go to the gym and work out extra hours. Like, nah, sometimes you need to sometimes you need to soak in that shit because that's
Sometimes you
going
just
to,
yeah.
it's like, it's going to open it up, it's going to lay it all out, and then you're going to come to the realization of some things. Some things need to change, some things need to be addressed for yourself. You know, again,
I agree.
if you get to this point and it's involving another person, fuck the other person. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Look at it like this. It's like, okay, you have a business you're investing in, and that business fails, but it's out of your control. It's nothing that you did to it to cause it to fail. You did everything right. But just powers that be made the business fail. Are you going to keep on trying to dump money into that business to try to revive it, even though it's already dead? You done lost your licensing, whatever. It's like, no, you're not. You're gonna stop, sit down, regroup, rethink, heal about it, focus on a new direction, and go for it. It's like that's the same thing with that person. That's a failed fucking investment. Bankrupt that shit, 86 it up out of here, and keep going.
Hmm.
And even though you saying it, you speaking facts. But question is, how do you do that? Because some people feel like they whole
You got
world
to
is
be
over because
selfish.
X, Y, and Z.
That's the
You
time
know,
you're
I don't have a
supposed to
problem
be
with that.
selfish. You know,
Sometimes you just gotta
that's
be
the
an
time.
asshole.
You're so
Exactly.
well in
That's the
that.
time you're supposed to be an asshole. Like I told you, it's like I wake up every day and choose violence. It's not because I'm out here picking, I'm not out here looking for nothing, but I would rather be ready for it than to be caught off guard and not know how to react. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's a
I tell
very
a person
logical
anytime.
that's a very logical decision. That's not emotional at all. The emotions is also a contributor on blocking you from being able to heal because emotions stop you from being able to make logical thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so many people dead. That's why there's so many people in jail. That's why there's so many people that's envious and hating on other motherfuckers because they're emotionally unbalanced beings.
But most time, I and I'm gonna say this: it's not that they are imbalanced. At this
Emotionally
point,
ignorant.
most time, I ain't gonna even say that. I feel like this in life. Life just hit us hard where we weren't expecting to be hit. And that's the biggest thing. Life be
But
slapping us in the face.
but that's life though. You know what I'm saying? That's not everybody else
I
going through their own life.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? How could you be that selfish to impose what the fuck you going through on everybody else? You know what I'm saying? It's that's basically something that you truthfully have to deal with on your own terms. You know what I'm saying? And the proof is in the pudding. That shit is apparently whooping a lot of people's asses.
'Cause a lot, that cause a lot of depression. A lot of
Yeah.
and that's the biggest part. It leads to a lot of depression where we end up seeing psychiatrists or leading to the next question of
Self
who
medicating.
do that's the biggest thing, self-medicating, because I did it for a minute of self-medicating, but I self-medicated on something else. But I started drinking. I started drinking. Like I ain't gonna even lie. I started drinking. I
Hey,
was
I already know.
self medicated
I
so
already know.
much.
I know. It's like, and it's like most of the time, it's like it's the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it made you feel when you was out partying and happy. I'm gonna have me a sip, get my mind off of it. But it turns
Yup.
into something else. You know what I'm saying? Because
And
that's the
then when it
easy
wear
Doing
way
off,
it.
them
out.
issues still there.
Exactly.
Yup.
That's why you gotta take the hard way every time. You gotta choose violence. Go hit that shit head on. Get it out the way so you can chill later.
But also
Like
self
man,
medicate self medic self medicating myself. Only thing I'm doing is hurting myself in the long run because guess what? I'm over here drinking and really don't want to talk to nobody because at the same time you feel embarrassed
but
or
my,
it's
my
like I
but
don't
look,
want to
wait,
deal with nobody.
hey, can you expound on that? Like, what do you mean you was? I mean, like what? Like you said you was embarrassed.
Yeah,
What makes a person embarrassed about something like that? Like, I mean, that's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like embarrassed to talk about it, embarrassed that you going through it.
it that's I say this. That's one of them because who expects for you to go through it? You like you don't want to let people know that hey, I feel in doing something, or hey, I feel that I know that is not of me. It's like, what do you expect? People have seen you throughout the years being successful, or they see you, man. I have never seen this person to the point where he is that he don't fail. He might
Damn.
have a slip up here and there, but at the same time, he get himself right back up. You ain't used to seeing that person like that,
Hey, you know,
and
you
that
just showed you just exposed something about myself. I I really don't give that much of a fuck about what somebody else thinks. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going through it, I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all
yeah,
want to help, that's cool. If not, shit, fuck you. It ain't fuck you. It's like, you know, it's just okay, just stay over there. Let me figure this out. You know what I'm saying? It's like other people that notice or knows me, like, hey, what you got going on? I mean, I'm trying to get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, let me know if you need something. Or, all right, dog, I'm gonna holler back. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no disrespect. But it's like
I need
to be
my alone
embarrassed
time.
because you know I lost a business or fell off on this. No, that's life. Them stages you going through. It's like I didn't choose to be. You know, I didn't go the route where it's safe because I wanted to do the bigger payout. I gambled on this. I went after a
Hey,
trade
the road not
versus
take.
structure.
Hey,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? How do I know what else is out there if I ain't out there looking for it? You know, and it's like, hey, I just chose a different route. That's a little bit more risk. That's why I don't gamble for real in real life. I gambled on this. You know, I'm
but
trying
like
to
I said,
get this.
but like we said, everybody takes it in a different way. Not everybody healing process or trying to heal is that same thing. Everybody go through something different. Like I say, we all self medicate on something else. We might self medicate on drink. People might self medicate on eating, and that's a lot. What people do is eat. Most people might self medicate, shutting the door on everybody, not talking to nobody for
Yeah,
years.
completely shut that complete shutdown.
So,
That's scary.
you know, yeah, or just smoking, drinking, isolation, or just keep
Or
keep
or the
being
one
to
that hurts
themselves.
the most. They
The
Yeah,
one that
and
I
at the
who?
heard
same
somebody
time,
at work say, I heard somebody say at work the other day, the best way to get over a person or to get over the situation is to get under somebody else. What the hell? You just gonna be a whole
Nah,
thought pocket out here just doing
you
random shit.
you
hey, hold
You
on,
you
just gonna increase your body count. You ain't making
hold
yourself
on,
feel
hold
better.
on, hold
no.
on, hold on. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree with you on that. That go both ways because sometimes it does work because sometimes it takes another person to help you heal. I'm not saying there's always a good way
But
to
they can't
go.
help you.
But
They can't help you heal without having sex with you.
I'm not
I
saying that. I'm
mean,
not saying they gotta have sex.
I
I'm
mean,
just
each
saying.
his own, but
I'm
there
not
comes a
saying that, but
point.
at
There
the same
comes a
time,
point of the healing process where that do play a small part, but not initially.
I mean that's the moving on part. But I've heard people say that the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody new. So you just gonna go out there
nah,
and screw a random
that don't work
person just
always.
to,
Nah,
like
because
that's
you're
what I'm
creating
saying.
a whole nother spiritual entanglement.
Yeah, you
But
creating
what?
soul ties and stuff
Here's
like that with
something
people.
else. Self medicated right there.
But
You self.
you opening yourself up for a potential another attack. You know what I'm saying? It's like you
Hmm.
don't know what this
And people don't think
person is
that way.
capable of. It's like they might be worse than what the fuck you trying to get over. You'd have
Why?
just man, you'd have just went like all full steam ahead, type shit. Like, wait a minute, hold on. It's like, I don't know. Hey, to each his own though. But now if I'm going through it, it's like I need a few moments to myself because
I can tell you.
I'm gonna take this shit out on everybody, and that ain't a good thing.
I can tell you another thing that really gonna hurt is going to that person that hurted you. That can really stop you from going back to stop you from healing. Going back to
Yeah,
that same person that hurt you.
yeah, but yeah, and that's why if that situation comes to a close and y'all ain't had that conversation before y'all officially like separate or go separate ways, and
Yeah.
you trying to go back a couple of weeks, couple of months later, but look, we need to talk because no, chalk that shit up. It's over with. Don't go back. It's like that's the problem because that opens the door,
Talk,
and motherfucker gonna keep their foot in that door just to keep it open.
I don't fuck with you.
And that's another thing. People think the grass green on the other side, and they be the went over there and did what they gonna do, and that shit bust them on their ass, or they realize it ain't what they thought it was gonna be. Then they want to double back, and they want to, you know,
I
they
knew
want
they
to
wasn't
get back with
shit.
their good thing. Yeah, they want to get back
I
with their
knew
good thing, or
they
they
was.
they
Man, that's
but
crazy.
hey, you said it right though. And a lot of us fall for it. Like we think the grass is green on the other side.
the grass green wherever you
That only
fertilize it. So if
that
you putting your all into this shit, and you been 1,000 that person, and you an adult enough to fix your fuck ups and apologize, be mature about the shit, you don't have to worry about the grass on the other side. You'll be
But
fertilizing your own
so
shit.
but that goes back to the accountability of are you gonna have the accountability to say where you messed up or hey, yeah, I think I should listen to you and everything.
yeah.
And that's part of the healing process. Accepting accountability for hey, I fucked up and admit that you fucked up.
And instead of playing the blame game like everybody else always problem, if you know that you narcissist or you the asshole, if every time something happens, it's always somebody else's problem. It ain't fault. It's never you. If I step on your shoe, it's your fault that your shoe was in the way. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
the asshole. Yeah,
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, like
I remember
how the hell you gonna even be an adult about anything like that?
I had one toxic relationship that I went back to 4 times. And
4 times?
it was 4 times. It was like,
Sometimes that's
yeah.
what it takes to learn.
It was like, man, that was the big lesson I had to learn a long time ago. Like, yo, it was like each time the shit got worse because the thing is the person like, oh, this motherfucker ain't gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do to you
And
because
they
you're gonna
got
keep
you on
coming
lock.
back or you ain't going nowhere. And it ain't nobody being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? You hurting, you
But that
leave,
moment
like,
that you fed up with that shit and you get ghost,
hey,
then you the worst
and
person in the world. But you done double back, you done tried
yeah,
this and you done tried that. But when you reach that
yeah.
limit and you finally fed up, then shit.
Yo, and it's like, man, once you reach that point, the other person gonna realize what they lost. Man, I got phone calls for like 3 or 4 years after that. Like, hey, we should work. Nah, hell no. What the fuck you mean? We should work it out. It ain't work
Ain't
out
no
the
we
first
and
four
I.
and a half times. What you
Hey,
mean? I should
Ain't
hey,
no
cut
I
your
we and
ass
think
off
I.
the second time.
hey,
You need counseling.
they
I
must
went and got
be
it.
I think they was listening to this.
Nah,
They had to listen to Tevin. Can we speak?
nah. It was like, yo,
That's they
like
want
yeah,
their
that
family back and all this other shit.
that situation taught me a lot, and it took me years to heal from that shit. That's what actually taught me the importance of healing, because people reference it. They're like, "Hey, man, I don't know how the fuck you the way that you are with what you went through." I'm like, because it's like shit. The shit I went through ain't dictating who I am. It's just a
That's why
circumstance
you
that
can
happened.
either let it you can either let shit like that make you bitter or make you better. If you learn
Yeah,
from it, you better in yourself, then that's one thing. But if it's gonna turn you into a whole asshole, you ain't really
nah.
healing. You just building a wall. You just, you know, you
Them people
becoming
be
more
low
of
key.
a
Them people be low key childish. Like the people that get married and be like, I ain't never getting married again. Why, dumbass? It's like, did you know how to be a married person when you got married the first time? No. Do you know how to be a married person now? Did you learn something? Yeah. Okay. Well, why would you not do it again? It's like, I mean, you know what I'm
Now,
saying? You move better as a unit. It's like shit, but you gotta heal first.
but hey, hold on right quick. Moonwalker, Skywalker, Moonwalker, Cowboy fan, you haven't said nothing all day. Now, I know you got something to say.
he
He
pleading.
must be in trouble. He must be
He
still
pleading his
caking.
case. He pleading his
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
But Troy, you said something that you said something that made me think about something. You said it took you a whole year just to heal from that one incident.
No, I said it
How?
took me years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said
okay.
it wasn't
Okay.
until he was in the
Okay.
strip club that he realized he should be doing better with you
Cause
not
It's
just
I
like,
got
man, I'm talking
I
about, I have been entertaining a couple of different women, you know what I'm saying, at different points in time. I was married, all that shit. And it's like, and all the bad decisions that was made trying different things stem from the shit that I wasn't taking seriously that I learned through that serious situation. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
had to sit back and reflect, like, yo, what did I learn from this? Okay, I know how to be a better man, but I know how to, you know what I'm saying, do what I'm supposed to do, but what am I missing? Oh, because I wasn't seeing the value in myself, because I wasn't loving myself the way I was supposed to be, because I wasn't respecting myself the way I was supposed to be, because I didn't know how to get past the healing phase for so long. Man, it was like once I got, it's like, and for real, ain't nothing wrong with getting counseling, because counseling helps clear the blockages sometimes. It's like, because you can't talk to the same crowd all the time about everything. It's like some of them ain't meant to hear it. Some of them can't handle hearing it because they won't know what to tell you. You know what I'm
then sometimes
saying?
on your journey, the people that were your friends then, you done outgrew them. You going through something that they ain't never been through, they ain't experienced. They can't give you advice on something they ain't actually
Yeah, and it ain't no love
been
lost.
through.
It's just, man, I got
It's just you
a
I
different set
grew
of
up from
growing.
it.
circumstances. Nah,
Yeah,
I ain't
Yup.
grew up,
you
but
grew
you
from it.
still you still
Yeah,
my
sometimes
you
you
still my
do.
family. But I got some other shit going on right now.
But at certain levels, you have to, you know, sort of shed your past and keep it moving.
True.
So
Cause like you said, old habits won't bring new results.
Hell no. You're gonna keep on running face first into that brick wall.
Exactly. So if you don't learn from the mistakes you made, and things that went wrong, then what is the point?
Miss Maria has
Yeah,
said therapy is a must for healing, especially for the black community. Yeah, I can
definitely.
honestly say I can honestly say I went to therapy for a little bit. I need to go back, but I ain't. But
But
that goes to the next question. Do you go when you know it's ready to heal? Do you go to therapy or do you go? Who do you talk to
The Lord,
throughout this?
it's
That too,
it's
number one right
the
there.
Lord.
Number one right there.
it all depends on the situation, because sometimes the shit be so bad that you really don't feel like comfortable just putting it all out for one person right away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what I'm saying, no matter who they are, because it's like, it's some shit like, damn, how did I miss that? Like, some shit you literally be embarrassed about for real. Because it'd be like, God damn, I missed that shit. It was like,
But you remember what I said?
but
But you remember
it's
what I
like,
said?
I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, I can feel you. It's like,
But
but
then too,
my embarrassment come from it's like not not being able to single it out. I actually had to confide in somebody to get the information. You know what I'm saying? Then I confided in somebody else that got the other piece of the information. So at that point, it was like, yo, all right, hey, bro, what's the name of the dude? The counselor dude? Yeah, I need him. At that, I had talked to two people, so I didn't want to talk to nobody else. It was like just that shit alone was embarrassing for me personally. And it was like it ain't like I ain't want to talk to nobody else, but I'm like, yo, I'm finna go fucking do something violent to this motherfucker. That was the embarrassment. So let me go ahead and go talk to this person and get my head sorted out first. And came to be that it was like, yo, this wasn't even your issue. Let me remove you from the situation and twist this shit around right quick. It's like life is chess, not checkers. This isn't your
I
situation. This is her situation. This is what you
yeah,
have an
and a
issue
lot
with
of
that you
time,
need to get sorted out.
and a lot of time we internalize other
You
yeah.
blanked out.
how you
There you go.
punishing yourself for shit that you didn't even do, but because you were in the situation, you overthinking and you analyzing it and woulda, coulda, shoulda, when it's not even your baggage to carry.
But now let
Right.
me go deeper than that. Let me go deeper than that. It's like the reason why
Mm-hmm.
we get caught up on things like that is because sometimes we, like you said, internalize older situations. Sometimes, man, we got some childhood traumas that we carrying with us that we don't even know that we carrying with us, but it reflects on how we interpret things and how we handle situations. That's why, like
With that being
Miss
said,
Brown
some people
said,
just use that. You
Miss
got a
Brown
point
said,
there.
you definitely need to have at one point in your adult life a sit down with an outside source. You know what I'm saying? Be careful who you pick, but you need to sit down with an outside source just to lay your whole mental out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of self health. I'm sorry. It's like you gotta
Medicating
make sure
yourself.
yourself is in check. You gotta make sure you balanced.
'Cause I say this because most time we have to realize for ourselves that we are ready for this because hold on I like this comment right here before I made my statement. To start anything healing, you first have to acknowledge that there is a problem that you need to fix because it's unfair to yourself or anyone if you don't take this step. Not healing, go for a relationship, you going on rough riding.
That comes with that self
Right.
actualization. First part of fixing anything is realizing it's a problem. You ain't gonna go in there and work on your refrigerator or work on your car if ain't nothing wrong with it. So you telling me you gonna get up in the morning and you gonna go out there and work on your car just because it's out there. Once you realize there's something going on
You're
with it or something wrong with it, that's when you start checking stuff. And we need to treat our lives the same way. Once you feel like something is wrong, put that shit in check. I ain't telling you to go off the deep end, but conversation is a powerful thing.
yeah.
Yeah. That goes back to accountability and communication though. Communication is
And you gotta
important
be
and not
mature
in
enough to
everything.
communicate. You gotta
Yeah.
be mature enough to communicate. And that's another
You
thing
got to be
people
mature
get in.
enough to accept it.
But I mean, what's the main deterrence for maturity? Emotions. You gotta take some of the
Correct.
emotions out so that you could think maturely, so you could think logically. Like, hey, you know what? Instead of me getting upset over here because it's something that I'm seeing that may not be what it is, let me go like confront it. So, I mean, and not even a confrontational matter. Just let me just, confirm that this is what I saw or this is what, I'm hearing or maybe I heard it wrong.
And then
You
you
know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
be willing to not just talk. You got to be able to listen to and
Yeah.
listen to understand what that person is saying and not just to respond. Because we can sit here all day and talk and just ramble on and give a response just because my lips moving or this that, and other. You got to be willing to actually take in into
Account.
take it in what the person is saying. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I don't know everything, and I don't think the next person know everything. But if I'm willing to come to you and talk to you and rationalize the shit, then that's maturity right there.
And
All my
then you
answers
got
ain't gonna be right.
and look, be prepared if you're like basically getting an issue sorted out. You got to be prepared for the other person to possibly stop you and be like, "Can you
Exactly.
repeat what you just said again?" And
Because you
have
gotta
you
listen
repeat
for
it,
understanding.
man. Right? And you might say something that hey, I don't agree with, and I want to bring it to your attention. Like, hey, look, you said this, and we're not even talking about that, or something like that. Like, can you know why did you bring that up? It's a reason why you said that. Let's get that taken
Yeah.
care of while we're here
And that
addressing
should,
it
from an adult perspective, you should be able to do that with the person you dealing with, or with anybody that you
with
feel
anybody.
comfortable, that you feel like you can have a conversation with without it being taken as something bad. Like like you
Hell
Or
said,
yeah.
take
grow the
it
fuck up.
serious to the point. Yeah.
Because
I'll tell
I'm
you
really
another.
like I wake up every day and choose violence. I'm really to the point where hey, look, we either gonna go left with this or right. Like right now, we need to make a decision.
I tell a person in a minute. Your energy depends on how we vibe. If
Yeah,
you wanna be that person, then it's up. So we can have a bright
yeah,
sunshiny day and be all right, or we can have some animosity in this thing. It's either way, I'm fine with it.
right.
Not to sound
Like
like
we
in a
friends,
negative manner, but
Mhm.
we friends or not?
There is no formula, in my opinion, to heal for oneself. Everyone heals different in their own way. Some need company and to talk, and some go to natural. And this is ground yourself and look within. Every answer is within.
That's facts.
and that's another thing.
Man, that's facts.
Realizing what works for you is the thing though. Talking might work for you. I mean, talking might work for one person. Another person might just need that alone time. Then again, writing in the journal or whatever, putting that shit on paper, getting it out your head, that helps too. So it depends on
Yeah,
you and how you what works for you.
Yeah,
you're right.
Cause I can't tell you how to grieve or how to get over this, that, and the other. Your
one thing I
psyche and mine
can.
two different things. Cause I might just not have a give a damn. So
Hey, one
anything and
thing I
everything might
can.
just be that.
I can tell you something. One thing I can say is don't let nobody rush you. Go at your own
Nope.
pace.
That's the biggest thing. Don't rush to do anything.
You know what I'm
But
saying? They either gonna roll with
Or
you
you
or they
encourage
did
you
gonna
say,
to do it.
I'll
they
tell
gonna
you the
roll
biggest
with it.
thing. The first thing you said was pray about it. Cause guess what? That's the first thing we need to do. You said it. Cause I know with myself, I've been through so much to the point where shit, I cried. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I walked off and
Ain't
cried.
nothing wrong with crying. And that's what people
But
need to
you know,
realize. Just because you cry don't make you no less of a man. It makes you be in touch with your feelings and know that something that's hurting you and how you gonna fix this shit. Crying ain't a sign of
yep,
weakness.
I done cried. I done yelled. I done did shit. Walk,
Shit, I done
just
punched
walk.
some.
Shit,
I
I
done put
don't
my foot
walk
through some
Nah,
maybe
shit.
I don't maybe walk by 3 or 4 miles and then just like what the.
Wonder wonder how you get back
it's
There
home.
had to
it's
be
it's
no. I walk back, but then at the same time, it's like it's so much I got going on in my life.
And that's another
man.
thing. We need to fix. I mean, work on us and make us a priority more often. Don't wait until she gets to the point that you just want to go ahead on. You want to end it all, or you just feel like everything is against you and shit like that. Make time for yourself. I don't give a damn. I don't care what I'm going to do, or I mean what I got going on this week. If I'm having one of them days, guess what? I'll take my own self on a date.
But now it's like, but
Treat yourself out.
that
I take
goes back
myself
to
on a date. Shit, I love me
that
some
goes
me.
back to seeing more of yourself, more value in yourself, because it's like people who haven't really found themselves, they feel like everything is against them. Everything that happens is just a curse on them. And it's like, it's not like that. It's like some things happen to protect you, to get you from going down that path. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people don't realize how real like spirituality is. Like, man,
Cause some of the stuff helps you
those
dodge bullets that you didn't even know was there.
man, what that man, look, real life, yo. It's like, man,
Preach it.
just because your mom passed, your auntie passed, your grandma passed, they ain't left you. You know what I'm saying? They definitely there guiding you because there's some things that I'd have maneuvered around. If I didn't believe that that's what it was, it's like, yo, I've been out of here. It's like, and it's
They say you
different
walk by faith.
situations. It's like, man, so you gotta get in tune with yourself first to be able to even open that door for yourself.
And getting in tune with yourself don't make you a bad person. It don't make you
Nah.
think you more than the next or whatever. Being in tune with you is your opportunity to check yourself.
And it's like, is the easiest
You
way that I
you
found
been
to do it,
holding
I
on to.
isolate because it clears all the noise. It quiets things down so you can think
Mm-hmm.
and so that you can hear and so that you can reflect and absorb things. And then, man, when you ready to come out of isolation, it's like shit. You move differently because certain things are gonna annoy you more so now than what it did before because you came to a realization of self. You was only doing this because, man, it was appeasing to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You more of a chill, laid back person. Fuck going out all the time. That's what they wanted you to do. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
different different scenarios. But healing is imperative.
You're right. But healing also comes from just knowing that you have healed from everything, but how do you know that you have healed from whatever you don't went through?
When you're okay, talking about it without getting upset, and you um, when you might be faced with a similar situation and you don't react the same.
You're right, because I know it took me, like you said, a couple years to heal from someone, and I can talk about it now because it don't hurt me like it used to. I had to heal from a death from an ex because
Mm.
I felt like I fucked up. Like I just talked to her the night before and everything. Like we done talk, we done. She probably done ask me a couple questions, and I'm like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. In my heart, I felt like it was me. And when I say that, it hurted me. I couldn't even to a certain Michael Jackson song without thinking about her.
Man,
It took me some years, and I mean years. She died 2008. It took me by at least almost at least I can say maybe 8 years to just eight, maybe 8 to 6 years just to heal off that. I was holding that shit in. Like, don't get me wrong. I might think about it every so often just to think about, hey, what I did, I feel like I was in the wrong, but at the same time learn and grow from it. But now I can speak on it because I just think about all the good times that we had. And I can sit back and laugh at my goofy
man,
self.
I had a situation almost like that. It's like, and that's why I mean, like, you gotta heal from your hurt because at that time it was like I think I was in my early 20s. Chick I was talking to, man, I was on her, pursuing her hard. It was like finally got a chance to like really like stop and talk to her. Had a number, been trying to go out with her, whatever. You know, got a chance to stop talk to her. She was like, okay, look, tomorrow, call me in the afternoon because I'm going to my auntie birthday party tonight. Call me tomorrow. We gonna go kick it. Like, I bet. Next day, man, she had got shot at the party that night before and died.
Mm.
Like that shit fucked me up for years. It was like it was haunting me. Like, man, like you should
I
have
know
went.
that feeling.
Everybody else was going, but it was like once I got in my 30s, I think that's when I really started like letting it go. Like, yo, shit happens. You know, I really start understanding life a little better. So sometimes it's like
Shoot,
that might be the
I
key
still
to
can tell
healing
you what
too.
the
You
gray
gotta
side is.
nah. It's
That's
like,
how
man,
bad. For real. I can tell you, I ain't had to drive. I knew where I was going. If I told Grace, I just knew where I was going. I knew where I was going.
hmm,
With no questions asked, I could point it out to you with no questions.
You can point what out?
the grave site.
Uh, Grace side of his girlfriend.
Oh,
And I can say that was like one of my first true loves right there. I could kind of say that. One love right there.
Yeah. It be that
Used to
one, be that potential great that man get taken out of there. Like, damn.
Man, that person used to change my Facebook profile. When Facebook first started, she used to change my Facebook profile while I'm at band practice. I'm like, what the hell? That's when I was in
Uh,
my I wasn't in my mature stage. I was just like, I was in my college days. I'm like, man, what the hell? I'm like, change this shit back. But now I think about it, I'm like,
man, she
I,
was
I
staking her territory.
yeah, and I ain't think about it. I never looked at it like that because man, I'm in college. I'm in an organization. I'm over here having fun, acting a fool, and I ain't think about it like that. Now with Troy, you just saying that like, yeah, she'll walk on her territory, and you'll want somebody like that. They're gonna mark their territory, be like, shit, this mine.
Hell yeah.
I don't care what you say, this mine. Whatever we got, you ain't finna come between it. Now I realize that now, like shit, you don't march your territory on me, like shit. I'm not even finna say nothing. You can talk about me what you want. You call me sassy, whatever. I don't care, cause guess what? I know she's mine. Guess what? She know ain't no female finna come between us.
and that's one of them things where people used to tell you, oh, she got you sprung, she got your nose wide open. No, I got a good thing and I ain't letting it go. How about that?
But no,
What?
but you gotta get to the maturity stage in that. Because when you're younger, man, your people's got a hold on you sometimes.
You gotta think
True,
about it.
but then
You gotta be
you gotta
mature
be able to
though.
think for yourself and want what makes you happy. Cause when your friends go and they laying up with Becky and Jamie and Ray Ray and everybody else, and you stand there looking stupid because you done missed out on your good thing, they ain't gonna be trying to let you be the third wheel. If they in there hugging and
Why?
booed up and shit like that, you gonna be sitting on the couch with them.
Hell no.
You a whole cock blocker.
Hell no. Hey, now hey, now if I think about it, I feel like this. Thinking about this shit now, if I would have a person that do that again, that's how I know if she's the wrong and she's real. Cause that shit won't even bother me.
Mhm.
That shit ain't bother me whatsoever now. Back in the day, yeah, I probably would have mind because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't serious. Now to think about it now, I'm like, I'm mature enough to be like, shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, girls, and you gonna step up your game. You talking about 100,000 just for me to talk to you or get you a Birkin bag? Shit, I got this right here. Shit,
And that's what I don't
yeah,
understand. How people be online and stuff like that and be wanting men and women be wanting people to buy themselves they can't afford themselves. Like in real life, how in the hell you gonna
that's a
want
whole
this
nother
person?
conversation.
How you gonna
That's
want this
that's
person? You
that's
can't
the
date me unless you
unhealed.
can take me to Ruth Chris, or you can buy me this and you can buy me that. You can't take yourself
That's
to
the
Ruth Chris. Don't even know what the inside of the motherfucker look like. You
hey,
talking about a
that's
damn
them
Birkin bag?
unhealed.
Can you spell Birkin?
Hey, that's them
Uh,
unhealed
It,
demons
it ain't,
walking around.
yo, that's really
And
true
some of
because
these men ain't no
they haven't
better.
healed from something.
The
You
men
wonder
ain't
where it
healed
goes
neither
on.
because they be supporting it. They
Now
be they be
I'm
against
gonna
it
tell
in
you something.
public and with the shits behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Or living vicariously, you want to live through what your friends do and shit like that. You a bandwagon fan.
Man, look, it's social media.
but hey, now I know we've been having a good time. I hope everybody's having a good time. If you feel like you got something to say, please leave it in the comment section. of what you feel like when have you healed from something and how did you heal? Because I know we having a good time reflecting and also coming to a conclusion that shoot,
Healing
I
ain't
can
got no
say
time date or
honestly,
any of that.
yeah, you can
It's a
honestly say
process.
that shoot, I done grown up from where I was just thinking about it. That's why sometimes you can sit back and laugh because look at where I was from, look at where I started from, and look at myself now.
And that's a sign of
Hell
growth in
yeah.
itself when you can sit back and you can laugh at yourself because everybody can't be mature enough to laugh at themselves and say, "Damn, I really was this jackass that did X, Y, and Z."
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's maturity in itself because you taking on that whole persona of, okay, I'm a grown ass man. I know that I could have did X, Y, and Z. You reflecting and chilling. When you reflecting on something, you can say it without being teary eyed or without taking that shit to heart. Then you done grew from it. You done learned something from it. If it ain't
Yeah,
nothing but coulda, woulda, I coulda did this different, shoulda done that different. Saying coulda, woulda, shoulda is one thing, but how do you move forward with it? You learn from these mistakes, you put the mistakes behind you, and moving forward, you put that shit to action.
I agree. I definitely agree. 'Cause I know because guess what? I can honestly say now going through some stuff, I'm still healing from some stuff, but also I am a better person from it. Cause guess
Then
what?
another
Some
thing for you
stuff
to stop saying, don't say you going through it, you growing through it. Cause you still growing, you still learning, you still processing shit. You moving forward in your life and making major moves that a year ago you probably didn't think you was gonna make. Right or
you
wrong.
right,
Facts.
So you speak that
Facts.
into
right?
existence. You forever growing and learning. As long as you living and you learning, you growing. I don't care if you just
Facts.
You
learn one thing every day or whatever. That's still growth.
you
Just
right.
because you growing don't mean you gotta learn the whole encyclopedia or you gotta learn, something major. Every little thing is a help.
But you know
If you
that,
learn how to
and
better address certain stuff, then
it's weird because as you mentioned that, all I can think about is like, okay, most people don't grow and learn different things because of why. They always say they don't have enough time or
Well,
they don't
they
make
ain't
enough
ready.
time
but we
or they're
make
not
time
ready.
for what we want. Anything
There
we
it
Mm-hmm.
want
is.
or that's important to us,
There it is.
we make time for it. If we want to go up, if we want to go up here and screw Billy or do whatever, we make time for that. I don't give a damn if you don't work a 12-hour shift. You gonna make time for that. If you want to go run the streets, you
Agreed.
gonna make time for it. You make time for what you
Yep.
want. So make time to make yourself a priority. Make time to
Mm-hmm.
prioritize your mental. Cause how can you help somebody else if you ain't helping yourself? So you're
Agreed.
gonna be falling apart, but you gonna want to give somebody else guidance or tell them how to do this and other, and they looking at you with like, no, we need to lead by example. Ain't none of us gonna be perfect, but at the same time, don't come giving a person input and then you doing the opposite of what you saying.
I agree.
True.
That's one of them do as I say, not as I do. No, we ain't about that.
Uh, You are so right on it. You are
Like, yeah,
And
so right.
another
man.
thing we do that hold ourselves back, we can give the bit like we having these conversations right now. But let's internal. Well, I don't say let's. I know myself personally. I got to internalize some of the stuff that was said tonight. Quite a bit of it, actually.
Yeah, what do you mean by
That's a
that?
good thing.
By internalizing everything.
I gotta, I gotta take my own advice. I gotta take the advice that's given. I gotta be mature enough to realize that not everything that happened, or everything that went on, was my burden to carry, and I don't owe nobody an apology for my growth or the chapter that I'm heading into.
You don't. The only person you owe an apology to is yourself for not understanding it sooner.
Exactly. And the
You know,
sooner we realize that, and the sooner we take action on it, the better off we'll be. Like you say, you double back 3 or 4 times. Okay, it was a learning experience. You still had hope in that situation, in that relationship. You thought that X, Y, and Z was gonna change. Just because you expected it to change, don't mean that was gonna be the effect that the other person or the result they was looking for. They might have knew you was a good man. They might have knew you took care of home. It is that and other. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to grow up. They didn't want to grow with you. So if you
And
can't grow with me and grow, and we can't grow together and we can't be better, then what the hell we doing? I don't want to play house.
you
Mm.
one one of the things you got to carry with you along with that is like is my wants, is my needs this person's priority, or
Exactly.
has it been, or could it be? It's like, you know what I'm saying, if you can't really answer that, man, you know, that might be a red flag that you don't even need to encounter.
And then are
Yeah.
we
But that
evenly
goes
yoked?
along with
Is this
healing.
does this person want as much for me as I want for them? Because I can want the best for you and be feeding into you, being your right hand, giving you inspiring words and giving you, all of this motivation and shit like that. But then when it comes to me, I'm just sitting out here looking like La La Susie or somebody and can't get a positive vibe out of you to save my life. Like, no, if you can't give me as good as I'm giving, ain't no use in us even dealing with each other. Cutoff game is iffy.
And, you know, I think
I
that
agree.
that's where a lot of people need to learn how to draw the line or recognize as well, because that'll assist with the whole healing curve as well. You know, when you think about it, it's a you know, double-sided, you know, situation, because if you can recognize all that shit sooner, that'll avoid more of the long-term heartache and hurt and the healing process when it comes to separation. It's like, but also it helps you because you're coming out of it not as damaged, not needing so much healing. Like, damn, you know, that fucked me up, but it ain't do me as bad as, you know, any other
You would
type of
have
typical
thought.
situation.
As it could have been. Because
Yeah,
if you dating this person for a couple of months and y'all go y'all separate ways, that's one thing. You done invested years in this person and it was
yeah,
red flags already there, but you still want to overlook them.
yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
that comes from, you know, people, some people are scared to communicate. Some people are, you know what I'm saying, not healed themselves, so they can't identify that. That's another reason
Then
why
two
it's important to heal.
then two we have
Hmm.
these people who have enablers who back everything they say. If your mama and
Yeah.
auntie, cousin, everything else, they enabling you, well, you need to go date them. I'm
It's
sure
Hey,
like
you
the
you need
want
to
to.
thing
get rid
is
of them.
You need to
You
go
got to
you
get
date your
rid
mom
of
and
them.
them and leave me the hell alone.
you
Cause
don't
if
want
they
to,
opinion, if they opinion outranks mine and I'm laying next to you or we in a relationship, then that's who you need to be with. I don't mind bringing the
man.
table to the table.
Hey, let me ask you this.
That's
Now, what happened if you trying to take advice from them and and the only person that you feel like they're gonna have the good advice that somebody that been married 20 or
but
30 years.
it's like when it comes to relationship advice or marriage advice, them the only people that should have an input on a relationship or
Thank you.
marriage in the first
Thank you.
place. But
Exactly. Why?
a
I'm
second
sorry.
point is if everything that you hear from that person sounds good, you might want to get a second opinion, because a lot of times the truth ain't always gonna sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might be painting a pretty picture because they don't want you to see the ugly wrapping around it. It's like, so sometimes you got to get the second and third opinion from a like source just to see if this person is telling you what you need to hear versus what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just don't want to see you hurt or going through the fucked up shit.
Some folks
I'm
don't
the
want to see
real
you
ass
happy.
friend. Look, I'm the real ass friend. It's the principle of it. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Hey, if you
I'm
on
not gonna.
bullshit, I'm calling you out on your bullshit. If you're not on bullshit, I'm supporting you, and I'm pointing out everything that it appears that to be, just so that you can be aware. It's not the fact that I'm immediately against the other person. It's like the other person tend to always fuck up. You
And
know what
then
I'm
with me,
saying?
You're
I'm
right.
gonna help you weigh the pros and the cons. I ain't gonna say he shouldn't have
Exactly.
did this, he shouldn't have did that. You come to me, you tell me about the issue you had. I'm not gonna just straight up tell you, well, I would have left his ass a long time ago. No, what is really going on in this relationship?
Yeah.
What is it that's
Like,
bothering you?
right.
So if
Like,
you
nah,
tell me he
well,
did X, Y, and Z, or you were trying to tell him that this really bothers you when he does X, Y, and Z, and he dismisses your feelings and stuff like that, then yeah, I'm gonna let you figure it out. But does that sound like something you want to continue with?
but as far
Does
as
that
me
sound like something
being
you want to deal with?
me being the friend that wants to know both sides. Okay, well, how did you respond to them when the scenario was reversed, or did you do anything to hurt them or upset them previous to now? And they're like, well, you know what, we did kind of like have a disagreement the other day, and what was it pertaining to? Oh, this, that, and the other. Oh, well, damn, that's why he responded to you like that. Like, give him a couple of days, chill out. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come around. He's still there. He's still
When he
doing for you. He gonna come around.
yeah,
That's
that's
one
when he
aspect of it.
ready.
But what if when you talking to the person, you ain't did shit to him, he just a bit of bastard. Or
Ah,
Then you
man.
leave him alone.
she just angry for no reason. She need a hug with both hands around her neck.
Depending on how close that situation is, it's like shit. You either gonna have to get it sorted out, or you gonna have to, like you said, leave it alone. Cause that
And
shit
that's the
ain't
thing.
healthy.
A lot of people find it hard to let go because they want the relationship better, worse and more than the relationship wants them. If you get what I'm saying, because it takes two people to make a relationship.
And
Yeah.
that's the
I can
problem.
want this
They
all day long. I can want this all day long. Be willing to do X, Y, and Z. But if you ain't gonna meet me halfway, or we not working together on this, and we not on the same page, then we just playing house. We just BSing.
you're right, but that's the part of being able to talk to someone about it, because guess what? Not everybody gonna feel the same, but at the same time, they kind of gonna let you know who was your true friends that got your back and stuff. Because not only that, you know who are the people that you can actually call a friend, but at the same time, you know who you can go to when you in need, and that's part of your
True.
healing process.
And not just that. Sometimes when you going through stuff, you just need a person to vent to, not somebody to tell you, "I would have did this, I should have did that."
Yeah,
Sometimes that person is just being
Yeah.
that attentive listening ear is a major thing. Cause shit, if you got a lot on your chest, you don't want to hear this one time at band camp. You don't want to hear nobody else's experience. You want to vent and get this shit off your chest. You want to feel
yeah,
like your words matter, or get it off your chest is the thing to do before you slap the hell out of somebody. Then what?
you're right.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of an asshole for real. So if I'm venting and you keep on interrupting me, talking about what I should have did, or the problem is because of this, and I haven't gotten to the point, man, I'm not shy about. Hey, man, will you shut the fuck up and let me
I
finish
ain't lying.
telling this shit? Because how the fuck
Be
you
like, who tell the
gonna
story, me or
judge?
you? The fuck?
Like, right? How the fuck you gonna judge or come to a conclusion and you ain't heard it? You heard the
Yeah,
first few. Well, I know you. You don't know me that well, motherfucker. Like, listen.
That's what I was saying about listen for understanding and not just the reply. Sometimes they listening ears all that person need. They don't need you to tell them your life story. If
sometimes
you
the
done had
biggest
a bad
thing is
day
to
and
shut them.
if you done had a bad day and you just need me to be that listening ear and be attentive and actually be there in the headspace when you talking, I'm that person. I ain't gonna tell you, yeah, I did that too one time. You meet some people, every story you come up with or everything that happened to you, they can reflect on it. You can tell them you just bought two bananas that was pink. Yeah, I did that one time. Bitch, where you bought two pink bananas from?
Man, you be sitting there
Drink,
like, man, this shit
drink.
unbelievable. This shit unbelievable.
Like
Yo,
Like
everything
drink.
we
ain't gotta
are
be about
fucking.
that person.
We're really twins. Are you like for real? Like, damn.
My mom and my daddy, auntie and brother. Like, yep, my family, like, you know what? I don't even want to talk to you no more. Cause you sound like you was some backwoods shit. I'm good. I figured out.
Are you
Cause
from the Alabamas?
no, y'all on some, you want some new shit. No, I can't even, no. I'm gonna have to go ahead
But
on and sit in the closet, put myself in timeout.
okay, okay,
Damn.
Robert, you got to put yourself in the closet.
I ain't trying to pee on you today.
But I really do hope everybody been having a good time. Please let us know in the comment section that you have really took something out of this. Let us know that hey, that you really enjoy yourself on this. I know I have.
I
I don't
damn
know
sure
about
have.
everybody. I don't know about everybody else, but I know I really did enjoy this and really kind of reflect on myself at the end of the day. We always goof off on this show mostly
In a
90,
few minutes.
95, 95% of the time we're goofing off, but sometimes we can be real and sometimes we're serious.
Sometimes
And
things
some of the
need to
convers
be spoken on.
Yeah.
so if
It
you
depends.
have something you need to air, we open to conversation.
Yeah.
No
And
judgment zone.
if you feel like it's a topic we need to talk about, put it out there. Shoot, we ain't scared. You my
I
fact,
said I don't think we scared.
leave it in the comments. My fact, we did hit 80 subscribers. So right now,
After dark. Oh, my bad.
hey, that's a whole nother story. I want to thank everybody that have subscribed
Appreciate
to
y'all.
our
Appreciate y'all.
for everybody that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. We thank you. We love you. Let's keep it rolling. We still got a long way to go. But if you got anything you want to ask us, go ahead and ask us now. We're gonna make this a Q&A session right now.
But please be prepared for the answers. Because if you've been watching us, you know that, yeah,
Please
sometimes
remember
there's
the
no
No
TDF
filter.
Miranda
filtration.
rights. Please remember the TDF Miranda rights.
No
Damn.
If
filtration units at
Moonwalker
all.
If Moonwalker Skywalker would get on and say something about the TDF Miranda rights, you
We, we
know,
finna we finna veto his rights.
he
Man.
said he got in trouble, but that's a whole nother story on another show. He got in
Mm-hmm.
trouble, which I told him so.
He gonna learn how to act one day.
I know, right?
He over there singing
Because
confessions.
these is my confessions.
Fatality.
Finish him.
Finish.
That's what she gonna do. Finish his ass.
Flawless victory.
That what she did.
No, she did. She
man.
hit him with combo breaker.
Round
Uh,
one. Fight.
He trying to recover.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give it another minute or two. But if not, we're gonna get ready to end it because I know most of us got to get ready for work tomorrow. I know T over there gotta go haul some equipment and some chemicals. So,
yes, sir.
we're
I
gonna
just
give it a
want to
few
do a
more
brief
minutes.
summary of all the good stuff. I mean,
Go
nobody can
ahead.
tell you. Nobody can tell you how to truly grieve or how to move on. You move on at your own pace, but at the same time, being mature enough to know when you are part of the problem. Not saying the total problem is you, but at the same time, how do you heal from something unless you internalize and you realize I could have did this, that, and the other different. Not telling you to backtrack, go back to whomever or whatever. Fix yourself. Love yourself. Shit, date
Mhm.
yourself. You ain't gotta be afraid to step out the box and do things by yourself. Every leg of your journey ain't meant for somebody else to go with you. Sometimes that lonely space is that space where you clearing your head and you fixing you.
And
You
watch
worth
this.
being fixed.
Guess what? Sometimes you gonna have to tell a person.
Bye bye, bitch.
You
Shit,
gotta
with a
tell them
smile
that.
on your face.
Smile for me.
I don't mind.
Somebody.
Like I say, if you ain't fucking feeding and financing me, so
I think we got a question. When does the healing start? When you have been hurt. I got one answer. When you are ready to accept that you are tired of blaming yourself. First thing, they still go back to self.
wow.
Second thing is when you're ready for yourself to be healed from that past
Mm-hmm.
trauma.
Say that, say that.
When you are ready, when you feel like enough have been enough. Well, I
Well,
got
I'm finna
three more.
remix that for you. I'm finna remix
I
that for
got
you.
three. I got three more. You know how the pastor say I got three more.
And the rum. Oh wow. Don't
Well,
forget to dab your
when
face with the towel.
Hold on. Where my towel at? Well, when you
Man,
know that your friends can't be, and you know that you gotta go to someone,
With a
you get
little
on
more
them knees.
sense.
Yes, when you gotta get on on your knees, put your hands together, and call his name. I said, call his
or
name.
or when you got to get on your knees and beg for your friends back because this person that you didn't torpedoed all your friendships for didn't you know got down on you.
And
That's when
then
you
when
know
it's a
you done
Well,
had enough because these
then
people
when it's a
had your back.
situation when it's a situation that you
I
had to pray yourself out of, don't double
what?
back for it. Cause all them prayers
I
was in vain, huh?
said, I
If you prayed
said
to the Lord and told him if he bring you out of this, then you
that you
double
won't
back.
go back.
Yeah, it's like
Mm,
they don't carry
mm.
over. That shit was used already.
He gonna go to Sister Mary Clarence with this ruler, and pop that hand not once, not twice, but 3 times. Well,
Wow.
but you need to know for yourself that you're ready to heal from that pain. I hope that answered your question.
Even though we
Anyway,
playing, he telling the truth. You gotta be ready to heal. You gotta be ready to let go of it. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't
don't
gonna be no walk in the park.
Man,
It's not gonna happen overnight. But you
what?
worth it.
hey,
Don't
let me ask a question to
leave.
that
Then
though.
two, then
It's,
Go
two,
ahead.
it's like
don't.
is it really a thing having people that truly aren't ready to heal?
Mm-hmm.
Say that. Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Hmm.
Cause
Cause guess
sometimes
what?
we hold on to stuff for all the wrong reasons. With these,
Oh,
maybe
preach
if
it.
I had done this
Say
better,
it.
or if this and if that. But if you put all them ifs in the basket, what you get? Not shit.
Say
Not
that
even a
again.
fifth.
Say it.
Not
So
even a
instead of putting your
fifth.
ifs, so if you putting your ifs in the basket, shit. Instead of putting them ifs in the basket, you go ahead on and you put that effort into yourself. Fix you.
Mm.
I ain't saying you damaged. I ain't saying you broken, but everybody can stand a little improvement or a little betterment. I don't care if it's you going to the gym. I don't care if it's you putting a extra spring in your step, feeling better about yourself. Go to the nail shop. Do
Sometimes you gotta
something.
put that
Do something for you that makes you feel better.
what? Sometimes you gotta put this left foot in, you gotta put the left foot out. You gotta put your left foot in, and then you shake it out about.
Yay. Cause sitting there throwing that pity pot ain't gonna do nothing to make you feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't
Mm.
you and put the you in you is awesome, amazing, and ever growing and ever knowing. So instead of sitting there throwing a pity party, you let them see you shine. You let them see
What?
you
Some
moving on and doing you. It ain't gotta
yeah,
be
make sure that,
with a group or partner or none of that. You let them see you walking around with your head held high.
say that again, because sometimes them people make my stomach get the bubbling.
I need you to get some
Look,
tissue, bro.
just know every
I
time
need
you
to
get
clap.
knocked down, you need to get back up swinging.
Exactly.
What?
You can get
You better have the
nice
eye of the tiger. Hey, maybe you need the eye of a bitch's ass koala bear. Maybe you need that.
Man.
make that comeback shit about you and only you.
And make sure
Yeah.
at the end, you tell them that.
Not the mama.
See, sometimes they need to hear that because
Well, at least it
some
wasn't
folks haven't believed
swallowed.
it.
Not the mama.
Some folks just need to hear that sometimes.
Some of these mamas need to hear it and raise these damn heathen ass kids, right?
But
Adult
some of
kids.
Man,
these
this
Adult kids.
some of these folks just need to say
Did I do that?
that would solve a lot of problems. Cause
Did I do that?
Some of them should have just
hey,
been a hand job.
man, a lot of people just need to have been a lot of people need to have been just swallowed.
Not the, they would have left a bitter taste.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
That's their wrong whole food.
some
That's
folks you
fucked
just
up.
need to tell them
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, ain't with you.
Hey, look,
Sometimes
low
you gotta tell
key,
hey,
that's a part of that's a part of the healing process. Also, motherfuckers ain't ready to address that though.
What?
I don't fuck with.
Yeah,
sometimes you just gotta
I don't.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
I don't.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been
no,
swallowed
no, no,
up?
no, no. That's too
Not
close.
the
Like I
swallow.
don't, no, that ain't
You
working.
don't what?
I like
What is
hold
it
up,
that you
hold up.
don't do?
I don't.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Good conversation. Maybe next time you can touch on what we consume. Ooh, Lord, that was it's all the healing, the body, mind, and soul.
All right.
'Cause it's a lot of consuming out there. Because I can tell you right now, 'cause you can consume anything that can damage you, hurt you physically and mentally.
I was about to say everything you consume ain't good for you.
Facts.
But because guess what? You can
Hey,
hurt yourself
hey, look,
by start
y'all
cutting
need to read them
yourself
labels.
by shooting up.
Y'all need to read them labels. Anything red, blue, or
Fuck
yellow,
them
don't
labels.
eat
Keep
it.
your
Hey,
keep
no,
your
they
keep
all
your receipts.
what 30-day return policy. You might
That
need to make
return
sure you
policy.
listen. You might want to listen to the red flag video. If she got that red flag, you need to tell her
Bye bye, bitch.
bitch.
Hell
or
yeah.
She belongs to the street.
because sometimes some of these folks that goes for guys too, guys and
Amen.
females. They guess what?
She belongs to the street.
They belong to the streets.
And another was something we didn't mention in
Hey,
our podcast today. Stop trying to make people into what or who you want them to be. If they garbage, say garbage for what it is.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
sometimes we be building bitches up. We be playing build a bitch, not build a bell. We be playing build a bitch.
It's
not
like,
build a
man,
bitch.
that's not the way it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be able to accept the other person for who they are and want to build
Exactly.
with
And if
that
y'all
That's the
ain't,
person.
problem.
and if y'all ain't
That's
got
the
that,
problem. They don't want to accept.
that's what I'm saying.
Man, they can't
From jump, if
half
that
of them that
person
can't
ain't,
even accept who they are.
and if you dating a person and you can't accept the qualities they have or whatever, don't pray on and hope that maybe he gonna do this tomorrow. No, he been the
Hey,
same jackass for the last 30 years,
look,
and you think by
It's
you
cool when they do
laying
it.
up with
It's a
him.
problem when I do it.
hey, here go an easy solution. Every morning when you wake up, when you wash your face, brush your teeth, you point at yourself and be like, hey, listen here. Are you the type of motherfucker that I wouldn't mind dating? Or are you a piece of shit? Like, because it
Or
all
ask
starts with
ask
self.
yourself,
You gotta hold yourself
yeah,
accountable. You are what
or
you attract.
or would you want your child dating somebody like you? Would I want my son dating somebody like me?
Man, you're a reflection.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
What
shit.
Would I
the
want
fuck is that?
Because
would I want my
exactly.
daughter to go through the shit I went through? Would I want,
No.
like shit,
Hell
you gonna do
no.
it yourself.
Hell no, I don't want my
Oh,
daughter to go through the shit that I went through.
Exactly. And
majority.
that's another
Yeah.
reason that we have to fix
Mhm.
ourselves first. You don't
Yeah,
fix
but
yourself before you fix somebody else.
that's
And
what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying about that red and the
Hold on.
blues. It's like, man, that shit alters your thoughts. It alters you. It's like it people with ADHD, it helps fuel ADHD. I think it's the red 42 that fuels it. The blue 46 or whatever, that shit aids with sluggishness or some other shit. It slows you down. It's like all that shit has different meanings and it's poison.
Well, I ain't trying to be slowed down by nothing or nobody. I'm full speed ahead. I'm finna be all gas,
Man,
no brakes. I'm fixing me. I'm loving me. Well, I am already a whole vibe. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, you will get to know me. So I'm loving me some me, living, loving, and learning. Most importantly, and I'm not against being corrected on stuff. So if you like with our podcast today, a lot of stuff on there. I mean, that hit home, and I was like, that make a lot of sense. Yeah, you know, grown people do grown things. If you gonna be on some childish ass shit, then you stay on the porch.
Yeah.
man, I'm an intelligent asshole in a nutshell.
I'm an asshole by nature.
Nice to meet you. Well, an asshole. Well, I'm not an asshole. I'm a pretty butterfly. I'm the most passive person you
Why
ever met.
y'all let Miss Netta get
God damn.
get a
Leave me
beat?
and them alone.
That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother another Wednesday episode. Oh, coming up, we will not do a show on Wednesday. We will do a show on Tuesday. I can tell you the topic
What
now.
the fuck? That's a minute
We
day,
are
Lord.
now we're gonna do one on Tuesday called Things We're Expecting on Valentine's Day. Gifts that are looking for Valentine's Day.
No, you
So
should have did one how you know you a side chick.
they might be an After Dark series.
Yeah, how you know you the side piece.
That'll definitely
Hey,
be
we
an
should
After
do that.
Dark.
Hey, they gotta be an After Dark. That
'Cause
one
that's
might
gonna
be
get
an
After we
After
deep.
reach
Dark
our
special.
quota,
That might
since we
reveal
reach
some
them numbers.
intricate details.
Yeah. Well, you know, we like the after darks. But that's for
Yes.
the grown
After
folks only.
tell
So if you
your
get in your
kids to go
feelings
home, go to
easily, don't get in
bed,
there.
and get ready. Cause we coming at
Go on
it.
their school clothes.
Shoot, more than
Dang,
school clothes. But
for the week.
make sure, yeah. But you know, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Make sure you tell your friends about this show. I know I had a good time. I know everybody else on this show had a good time. But make sure to like it, share it. Tell your friends they need to become a subscriber to the channel. Make sure that they are doing something that they need to be listening to right now.
And let them know that even though we have fun, we get those topics that hit home that make you think.
Hold up. I know this
They
person
give
didn't
you
make a comment like this.
who?
How do you know you're sprung?
How you know you what?
We know
when
how
you
you
want to
sprung.
be when all you can think about is being with that person.
Nah, you ain't sprung. You in love. I'm in love
When you
with a
have prior
stripper.
engagements and you just blow them off at the last minute.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother subject. So don't miss out on this Tuesday on things that we are looking for Valentine's Day, the man edition.
Oh
Maybe
well, they got a nice
Mr. Blue
twist.
Chew. Maybe Mr. Blue Chew will make an appearance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
that's a
Mr. Blue
nice
Chew will make
twist.
a appearance.
I like
But
that.
if you miss out on any of our videos, especially that Lonely Night special, make sure you catch it on that Lonely Night special on our YouTube channel. You can get a nice % off on YouTube. Batteries are sold separately.
Stupid.
So, but now we usually will end it on our little Black History moment. But this time we're gonna end it a little bit different. I love my Wakanda people. Wakanda forever. Happy Black History Month to everybody. But you know how we gotta end this podcast now. I hope you're ready. I know I'm ready, so you better make sure.
I don't.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
But you know how we finna do this. I love all of y'all, so guess what? Sweet love, and make sure you know how to
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. 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 Have you ever been swallowed up?
we love you.